Welcome to exercise 66, Natural Phonics Primer, a universal safety net for literacy with Donald Potter. We got three sounds that we're going to look at in this video. The first one is IE, as E in field, and the key word, the phonovisual word, is tree, EE. The UI is oo, as in fruit, and this is the double O of moon, fruit. And then the U, sometimes by itself in a few words, says as in book. So let's start out with IE that makes the E sound. And this will be fairly easy because you can see the E right there. The first one is belief. What is your belief about the weather? Belief. What do you believe? Then the next word is believe. I want you to notice that the E is here because you cannot end a word with a V. You have to have a letter after it. And so they put an E there. Next is believes. He believes the earth is round. Next is brief. Don't talk a lot, just be brief. Get to the point. Next one is something delicious, a brownie. Notice the OW has the ow sound here, brownie. Next is Charlie, like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. Chief, like the Indian chief, he was the head of his tribe and honored his people. Field, you plant corn in a field. A fiend is a legendary creature that's dangerous. A fiend, a person that's scary. Next we have fierce. The lion is fierce. And notice the E silent, and that E makes the C have the S sound, fierce. Next is grief. When you're saddened about something, very, very sad, you experience grief. Next is niece. And again, notice the E makes the C say it's the S sound. Next we have peace. This is like a piece of pie. Pier, where you dock a boat at the pier. Pierce, when you put a hole through something, you pierce it. Priest, we read about priests in the ancient world and the modern world also. Priest. Priest is basically someone who is a servant, dedicated their lives to serve God. Shield. A shield will protect us from the arrows. Shriek. When somebody shrieks, they scream out loud. And the past tense of shriek is shrieked. Next we have siege, I'll get that. And again, the G has the J sound, siege. And a siege is when the army surrounds a city and doesn't let anyone in or out and tries to starve the city so that the people will surrender. Next we have the thief. And the thief goes in the store and tries to steal something. And if you have more than one, heaven help us, you have thieves. And I want you to notice here that F, when it's inside a word here, it becomes a V. You cannot write a V at the end of a word, so you cannot use a V at the end of thief. And the let's see, the F, the unvoiced F, becomes voiced when it's got a vowels. Thieves, thieves. Next we have yield. When you get ready to go on the interstate, you'll see a sign that says yield. That means let the other guy go first. Next we have ooh of bruise. Ooh of bruise. And the first word here is bruise. Then we have fruit. Bruise, that's when you fall and maybe bruise yourself. And then fruit, it's like grapes. Fruit, full, literally means full of fruit. Next we have juice, like orange juice. The next one is an interesting one, nuisance. Nuisance. The student kept bugging his teacher, made a nuisance out of himself. Next we have suit, like a suit of clothes. Okay, so we've done the E, spelled I-E. We've done the U, spelled U-I. Now we're going to do the that's spelled just with a U. And the first one is awful. Awful. I had an awful time in the storm. Next one is bashful. By the way, full here has the meaning of full of something, but it only has one L. Full by itself has two L's. So you got bashful. Then you have a bull, like for the bullfight. Next you have a bullet, like you would put in a gun. Bush. You have a bush growing in your front yard. A butcher. A butcher takes the meat and cuts it up and sells it to you so you can take it home and cook it. Careful. Be careful to look at all the letters the right way when you read. And I want you to notice full means just what we usually think of the word full. It's not empty, it's full, and you're full of care. So careful means to be full of care. Same thing here with cheerful. A cheerful person is full of cheer. Then you have a cushion. And a cushion's a nice, like a nice chair. Full. Give me a full glass of tea. Next is grateful. A grateful person is a thankful person. Handful. Like a handful of marbles would be your hand completely full of marbles. Handful. Here we have helpfully. 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 Very helpful. Next is pudding. Chocolate pudding is delicious. Next, P-U-L-L is pull. The horse can pull the wagon. And the opposite of pull is push. Help push the car. And then you have pushing, the verb there. Push and then pushing. He is pushing the car. Put away your toys. Tearful. Your eyes are full of tears. And the last one is wasteful. Don't be wasteful. Eat all of your food. Don't go throwing it all away. Wasteful. Notice that silent E is in the middle of the word, and it still makes the A say its name. Wasteful. These are three important patterns and words that are used quite a lot. Several of these words are used quite a little bit, so you'll need to work on them and make sure you can spell them.